I didn't even know I was gonna do it until I got a notification that said they were available, and boom, I went in and purchased another Beautylish Lucky Bag XL edition this year. I wasn't overly happy last year with what I got. I wasn't unhappy. This year, I took another chance. I got it. I've been watching some other people unbox theirs, and I am scared, to say the least, because pretty much most of what everybody else got, I already own. So I'm a little worried about what we're gonna get in here. Let's get right on into it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Michelle, and we are going to unbox the Beautylish Lucky Bag today, the XL edition for 2026. This is what it looks like. We have our wrapping paper that they always put in here, which is really nice. I like that. I always say I'm gonna reuse it, and I lose it before I reuse that. I've got a bundle. Will I be lucky this year, or will I be sunk? Our bubble wrap with all our goodies, and I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna let it be a surprise, even though I watched about 100 unboxings already, and it appears that everybody got close to the same stuff. Let's see, let's hope I'll be a little different. I got the Good Molecules Snow Glow Minis. This seemed to be one a lot of people were getting, but there were a couple of different options that you could get. Kind of hoping that I would get this mini. Another option was eye patches, which I wouldn't have minded that because I have pretty dry under eyes this winter. I got these, which I'm pretty happy about. I do like the Good Molecules, and you get pretty good sizes in here. Hyaluronic acid, discoloration correcting serum, niacinamide, and a lightweight moisturizer. Pretty good sized bottles. I do like Good Molecules, so not disappointed with that at all. Next, I got the Oribe Serene Scalp Soothing Leave-In Treatment, which I'm not totally mad at that. This seems to be a traditional box of what almost everybody seemed to be getting. I've seen a couple of variations, but most everything was this same. This is what this looks like. Cute packaging. I do have psoriasis on my scalp, so I'm definitely excited to try that. I will keep you guys updated on whether it works or not. And I will also have prices of everything right here so you can see how much this costs retail. Almost gotta stick it up my nostril to smell it. It doesn't seem to have too much of a smell. We'll see when I use it more. I don't want to squirt it up my nose. Keep going. I also got a Grown Alchemist Skin Defense Primer. Ooh, okay. Again, seen this, so I'm in fear of my life right now because I have a feeling I know what's coming, and I have it. But maybe not. Maybe I'll get lucky. I haven't peeked. I have tried a Grown Alchemist face mask, and I was just up and down with it. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It was just a product. Wouldn't purchase it or seek it out. So having this in the Lucky Bag is nice. I'll give it a try, but it's probably not anything that I would seek out. Next, oh, here's the brush. Last year, I got the Wayne Brush Face Fan Brush, and it was on sale for like $15 on Amazon. And I was really hoping for a Sonia G, but no, again, Michelle got screwed. What is this? I don't even know who this is. This is written in Chinese that I cannot read. So I have absolutely no idea. If anybody knows who this brush is by, drop it down in the comments below because I have no idea. The Japan brush, and it's a classic crease. So we do have the pointed bristles, which I like. It will definitely fit right in. I do have hooded eyes, so this will be nice to get right in there and blend out that crease. Not really mad at that. I don't know who it is. I like the brush and I like the color. It's blue. It looks like a Sonia G, very similar, but it's not. I got a U Beauty, the Plasma Lip Compound. Oh boy. I seen people with this one also. Cassis is the shade. People that tried this said it tasted absolutely horrible. If I don't like the taste of a lip balm, it's gonna go right to the trash. I had another one I got, I think in a BoxyCharm years ago when I subscribed to that. And whatever it was, I don't remember the name of it or what it was, but the taste of that was like perfume, just straight up perfume. It was awful. I think it was a vanilla ginger or something, and it was absolutely horrible, and it went to the trash. That is what it looks like. Be a pretty color if that's the color that it is. It almost looks like it's a clear orange. It doesn't have a scent. I like the cooling applicator. Okay, it would be sheer. My lips are so dry this winter. And if it doesn't taste awful, oh, it's so cooling. I like it. I like the coolness. Okay, cool. No horrible flavor. Whew. That one had me sweating my brows because I was a little afraid that that was going to taste like straight up perfume, which numerous people said they do. When I say numerous, I mean two. I literally seen 2 people try this on. I don't notice a taste. Maybe they got bad ones. I don't know. That one, no taste. And it's sheer, so not a lot of color. You can see here, it's pretty clear. No color payoff, really. But that applicator feels divine. This is quite a big bag, at least. I got the slip scrunchies. This is the first time I've gotten these. In the defense, though, this is only my second lucky bag year. This says it is specially selected elastic with a slip silk covering. Can always use a good hair scrunchie. Next, I got the Natasha Denona 5 eyeshadow palette, and this is in My Mini Dream. I don't think I have that one. I like the nudes. You can never own too many nude eyeshadows, and I like that this comes with 3 mattes and 2 shimmers. And next, I got RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. Okay, I don't have a luminizer by RMS, just clear. It's cold because it's been sitting on my doorstep all night. Probably not going to really show much on my face right now, but hey. Oh God. That's not a good look. Not a good look at all, Michelle. I'll test that out. This might be my last item. Whew. And I knew it. This is the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Blooming Romance Palette. I actually own this palette and I own the neutrals. This is a mix of matte shadows and matte creams. There are no shimmers in either of these palettes. I'm not going to swatch or anything because I actually own this. I'll probably throw it on my Mercari and sell it. But it really is a gorgeous palette. Out of the 2, between the neutrals and this Blooming Romance, I think I prefer the Blooming Romance. I really don't know what it is, but I think that the colors just look better with my skin tone. A beautiful palette. What you could do if you got this palette and you are a diehard for a shimmer, I like my shimmers too. What I would do is take the mattes and the creams and put your base down and then pick up one of Danessa Myricks eye glosses and just pop that right there in the crease. Give yourself a little bit of shimmer, and bam, you have a quick and easy eye look. Great palette, but I already own it. A couple of people actually got a Natasha Denona palette, and I really hoped I had gotten that one because that was one that I do not already own, but I only seen a couple of people get that out of a bunch that I watched. Everybody else either got this or the ground neutrals. So I kind of knew it was coming. I figured that's what I would get. However, overall, really not a bad box. I like the brush, even though I do not know the company. It's not Sonia G. It wasn't Wayne Goss this year. I wouldn't have been disappointed if it was, because I do love Wayne Goss brushes. I actually own quite a few of them. So I'm glad I got something that I don't actually already own a brush to, so I can try out a new company. I like the Good Molecules and the RMS Beauty. I probably wouldn't have bought that because I don't use a lot of those products on my face. I'm pretty lucky in the fact that my skin already has a glow to it. Really use a lot of glowy products on my face other than maybe a little bit of glowy concealer or a little bit of a glowier foundation, but I don't even go in real heavy with those anymore just because I'm 56 years old. I don't put all that much makeup on these days. However, I buy it because I love it. It's like a man with tools. You can never have too many in your household. That's my theory. You just can't have too many. Even if you just come out and you're playing with them and you're swatching them, that's, for me, it makes my heart happy. Whether I ever use it or not, I can look at it and it just makes me happy. So that's what I got in my lucky bag this year for 2026. Was I lucky? It's a pretty good value overall. I paid $150, $20 shipping, and then tax. It was like $187 for this box. Is it worth it? I don't know. Again, I said last year that I didn't know if I was going to do it again. And then before I even knew I was doing it, I was pushing hit to cart and off it came. So, you know, will I do it again next year? Knowing me, probably I will, because I just can't get enough. All right. So let me know in the comments down below. What do you think this company is? Tell me your thoughts on my lucky bag. It kind of looks like everybody got almost the same thing this year. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.